Hello everyone, this is Frank Ilo from Free Design Studios. In today's video, we shall be looking at a very important subject, a very important topic when it comes to architecture drafting, when it comes to drafting architectural drawings using Revit. Most students of Revit find it very difficult to draft their sections. They find it difficult and hard to draft their sections using Revit. And that is the reason why I have decided to take my time to explain this very subject. Even if it is going to take us some time, this video may take time to be explained, but I urge you to have the patience to listen and watch till the end, and you will benefit from it. Having said this, from my introduction, you should have been able to know that the topic for today's video is section drafting. How to draft your section. Looking at the screen right now, you have a typical example of a section drafted using Revit. And we are going to be using this very section as our sample or as our specimen. We are going to be using this as our case study. We are going to be modeling or drafting our section using this very section on the screen. Without much ado, can we just jump into Revit proper? So here we have our floor plan, and we are currently on the ground floor level. Let me also beg you again or plead again with you, if you are not used to watching long videos, I am sorry, this may be long. I'm not so certain yet, but it depends as we are going on this course, as it unfolds, that will determine whether it's going to be long. But I am sensing that this video may be long, but that's out of the way. Let's just get it started. Now, this on our screen is the ground floor plan. When you have your ground floor plan, you can see there is no section symbol or section cutting symbol right now on this screen. What is the first thing you do when you want to cut or when you want to draft a section for your project using Revit? The first thing you do is to locate the section icon. Locate the section icon, and there are two ways to locate the section icon on your Revit user interface. The first one is this. Go to the quick access bar. Here is called the quick access bar. Then here you will see this sign. Once you place your cursor on it, it is going to bring out the explanation or the description of what this does. You can see section. Create a section view, then click on it. Once you click on it, the cursor sign changes to a cross, as you can see it now. Then if you want to if you want to cut horizontally, then place it on this side, on the left hand side. Click here and drag to the right hand side and click. You have cut your section. That is talking about the horizontal section. Then I'm going to cut the vertical section using the other way of locating the section icon on your screen. I have to press on my keyboard twice on the escape key to end the command. Having done that, instead of coming here again, I go to view, the view tab. Click on the view tab, and you are still going to see the same icon here, the same icon. Look at this here and look at this. Don't they look alike? So they are the same thing. So you can click on this now. Because I want to cut vertically, I'll come here at the top here and click here and stretch it downwards and click. I have succeeded at cutting my sections vertically and horizontally. Then I press on the escape key twice to end the command. This is how to cut the sections. This is how to cut the sections, but it doesn't end here. I also want to show you something. You can see that this cutting line has only one head on one side, on the left hand side, and on the right hand side there is none. So what do you do if you want it to be uniform? So I can click on the line. Then you can see this very icon here, or this very symbol here that looks like an arrow in circle. Click on it. Click on it again. That's twice. It is going to reveal the other head. Then you can press escape twice to end the command. Then on this other side, let's assume you don't want it to be with this type of head. You want it to be like this one here. So you click on the line again, then click on this once and press escape key twice. So you can see if you want it to be uniform, this is what you should have. Having said that, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to flip the direction of your section, how to flip the direction. But before I do that, I want to show you something. I want to show you how to know the extent of your section view. If I click on this now, if I click on the line, you will see this dotted line going around like this in a square form or in a U form. This dotted line shows you the extent to which you can see objects or components in your section. If I have this boundary line here, this dotted line beyond the wall, the last wall on my building, it means that when I reveal this section view, I'm going to see this door and whatsoever that is being placed on this wall. But if I click on this and drag it and keep it in front of the wall, I wouldn't see this door and this door or this window. Whatsoever is placed in this wall will not be seen. So for you to see it, you have to take it back beyond the wall. I'm going to show us that when I go to the view of this section. Okay, in other words, let me also tell you that you can flip this your section like this, as it is facing this direction where you can see this door and this window. You may decide to flip it to capture this door, this window, this door, and whatever that is on this wall. How do you do that? You click on the line and you see this arrow. One is pointing up, one is pointing down. Click on it, it will flip. Once it flips, you are not going to see any other thing that is on this side. Rather, you will see things that are on this side. Okay, so let's go to the view now and see what I'm talking about. Let's flip it back again. So I flip it back and I press escape twice to end. Now I want to see this view of the section showing me the door, this door, and this window. So what do? I come to the head of the icon, the head of the section head, and I would double click on it. Once I double click on it, you can see the door, the other door here. You can see the other door here. Then you can see partially the window at the staircase. Yes, there's a window at the staircase. Let me go back there again and show you this very window, this door, and this door. If you double click on this head, you will see them. This is the door and this is the other door and this is the window. Okay, that is that. So if I click back again to the floor plan, like I told you, what happens if I don't want to see this door and this window? What do? I click on this line, then click on this button here and drag it. Once I drag it and bring it in front of the wall, then I double click here. You can see the door has disappeared, this door here has disappeared, and the window here has disappeared. Let's go back again, and let me show you something again. Let me also take it back because I would want them to be seen. So I take this back. Now I want to flip to show this other side. Then I click on this and click here. I have flipped it. Then I press escape twice. Then I come here, I double click on the head. You can see it now. You are seeing this door, okay, and this window. How many do we have there? We have one door, a window, and a door. Let's go and see if we are right. We have a door, a window, and a door, which means we are on the right track. Now I want to show you one other thing again. What I want to show you now is this: how to open the section view. Like you've been seeing me doing. I normally come here to the head and double click on it. Once I double click on it, it would show me the section. There are other ways to do it. Let's go to the ground floor again. The other way to do it is this: you can right click on this, on the head. Once it is highlighted, right click. Once you right click, go here, go to view. Click on go to view. It will still bring you to the section. Then the third way to do it is this. Let's go back to the ground floor again. The third way to do it is this: just simply go to your properties. Go to your properties palettes. I think I'm right. No, go to your project browser, right? Then scroll down. Scroll down on your project browser. You would see section here. Section. Although we had already created 3 different sections on this drawing, so I don't know which one is this. Assuming I want to open this now, so if I click on this first one, so this is the section, and the section I believe is in front of the building. It didn't cut through the building. So if I go to the second one, so this is the one. This is the one. So you should know the section before opening it. So I should have known before now that this very section is section 2. For me to come straight here and double click on section 2. But when I don't know it, I now have to do guessing. I do it by guesswork. Okay? So then, instead of doing the guesswork, I would also advise you, instead of doing that, just go straight to the very section you want to cut. For example, on this ground floor, if I want to open this very section, I come to this one and click. If I want to open this very one, I come to this one and double click. So just go there and double click on the head of this or this, and it's going to open the section. Instead of coming here, you only come to your project browser when you are very sure of the section you want to open. Except you want to, maybe you have the whole time in the world to start opening them one after the other. This is the other section. Okay, so this is how to open your section views. Like I told you, there are 3 ways. You can come to your project browser and locate section and double click on the very section you want to open, or you can go to the ground floor plan, then double click on this section head and it will open, or you can highlight on this section head and right click and go to view and click. It is going to still bring it out for you. Okay, but by the way, let me take this back. I like having them with the head on. I like having the head on. Okay, so let me drag this closer again. I can drag this by clicking on this button here and bring it closer. If it is too far from your design, from your drawing, then drag it backwards. I can also drag this one by clicking on it and drag this backwards. I can also click on this one and drag it backwards. Okay, that is that. But this is not where the whole thing stops. This is just the the elementary part of it. The main section hasn't even started yet. So What do I mean by this? If I should click on this, I cannot present this in my design as the section for my work. This is not showing the let me say some details. You have to detail your section. So how do you detail your section? How do you detail your section? By putting dimensions, by tagging the rooms, by tagging labeling the roof members, by labeling also the foundation footing members, the foundation members. So that is all about detailing your section. So cutting your section is one thing, but detailing your section is the main thing. We are going to choose one of these sections and know the one we are going to cut. We may either use this one, we may either cut this, or we may cut the other one. But I would want to cut the other section because the staircase passes through there. I want to cut this section through the staircase. That is why I want to use the other section. So I would go to ground floor plan, double click on it. Then this is the section I want to use. This section starts from here and runs this way. So I want it to cut through the center of this flight. So I would click on it, on the line, and use my, what's it called now? Use my arrow key to push it back a little bit and make it to be at the center of the flight. Then I press escape twice to end the command. Then the next thing I have to do is to come here and double click on this head. Once I have double clicked on that head, the next thing I have to do is to expand this crop region if I so wish, to see some other things, to reveal some other things in this. Okay, having revealed this, you can see the section and the staircase, how it is being cut. The staircase, how it is being cut. So you can also wish to hide some certain things from the staircase, but that is we are going to discuss about that later, not now. So let's begin. To cut or to label your section, there are some important things you must note, some important tools. There are some important tools you must note. And as an architect, you should also know the pattern or the areas you are cutting has gone through. As an architect, I knew where I placed my cutting line. So it didn't affect this very roof. This roof was not inside the cutting, and this roof was not also inside. So to determine that, can we go to visual style and go to realistic? So you see what I'm saying? The cutting went through the area of the stair hall. The stair hall only. It cut only the stair hall. Are you getting that now? Which means it didn't cut this other part of the building. But if I wanted to cut this, I want it to cut actually this particular gable area. I want to cut through here so that I can fix my roof members. Now look at what I'm saying. If you go to this ground floor now, I was able to cut through here. And here, on top of this place is a deck where we have our tank stand. There are no roof members here, but I wanted to cut through here so that I can see my roof members. So what that means is that we may not be able to have the privilege of cutting through the staircase anymore. Okay, that should be for another day. So let me click on the section line and use my arrow key to shift it and bring it here. Let me just bring it here and leave it here and press escape twice. Then I click on it again, double click on it, sorry. You can see now what we're having before is no longer what we're having now. We are having something like this. Look at what we're having now. But don't mind what you are seeing here. This wall shouldn't be among. This wall should not be included. This wall should not be included in this section cutting. It cuts through here and like this and like this. This wall is showing because of the extent of our section view. If I go here now, if I click on this line, you will see the extent of the view. It passes through all the way to the end of this wall. So everything on that view will reveal. Everything on that view will show. So that is why it is showing. Are you getting that now? So if you don't want it to show, all you need to do is to drag this like this and come this way and bring it here, or leave it here. Just leave this here. And let's go and see what happens. Okay, it is still showing there. It is still showing. So this is still showing, but then we all know that this shouldn't show. But there is a way to handle cases like this. There is a way to handle cases like this, and I will show you the case. That I will show you the way how to handle cases like this. Now, when you have cut your section as it is here right now, and you want to start dimensioning. By the way, let's go back to visual hidden line. Okay, the hidden line has done a justice to what we are trying to even do. By the way, I normally leave it at hidden line. So when you come to the hidden line, and you can see that this concrete fascia is showing here, I will tell you two important Revit tools that you shouldn't joke with when you are detailing your section. Let's go to annotate. I click on annotate. Then I come here. Sorry, I go to region. Yes, this is region. If I click on this arrow, you will see field region and you will see masking region. Very, very important. I so much enjoy using these two tools in Revit. I will tell you what they do. Like places like this that you don't want to see, this section, this concrete fascia and this part of this wall that is showing here shouldn't show. And how do you hide them? How do you cut them off? You cut them off by using masking region. Masking region will handle that. Okay, masking region will help you to make a surface plain, just like cleaning a whiteboard, a writing board that has been written so many things. You want to wipe it away. Masking will help you to mask or to clean whatsoever that is on the surface where you want to work on, and it will make it to be plain and virgin. It makes the surface virgin, as if nothing has been drawn or written on it. While field region does the exact opposite. Field region will do the opposite. Maybe you have a pattern, a pre-planned or prepared pattern you want to use to cover a particular surface. You will use field region to cover that surface with a particular or a peculiar pattern. So in summary, masking region makes a surface plain and virgin, while field region makes a surface covered with a pattern, a unique pattern, a peculiar pattern. So having said this, I want to remove this concrete fascia here and every other thing that is in here, because I'm going to be introducing my roof trusses here. I also failed to let you know that Revit does not, in as much as Revit helps you to erect or build components up, There's one thing Revit doesn't do. Revit does not build or it doesn't help you with your roof trusses. Revit is yet incapable of doing that for now. It is incapable of doing that for now. Maybe in future they may factor that in, but as far as cutting section is concerned and roof trusses are concerned, roof members are concerned, you are the one to annotate or to draft your own roof members. Now I want to clear the way to begin the drafting of my roof members. I go here, I click on this arrow and select masking region. I click on it. Having done that, I am now in the drawing mode now, but I wouldn't want to draw them. I would want to use pick lines to do this. It is faster and more accurate. So I click on this, then I zoom in on this line here. There are two lines here. If you hover around, you see two lines, but I will click on the one that is below. I click on this. I come here now. I click on this. Then I come here. I click on this. Click on this. This. And I think I should. Okay, let's leave it at that. Or maybe we should leave it here. Okay. So I click here and I get a line because this curve ends here. So I'm going to introduce a straight line to join this. If I decide to use this, it may give me something different. So I go to line and click here and extend this here with a line, not with a curve. Then I would start trimming. I go to this trim tool, click on this one, check if this place needs to be trimmed. No. Then I come here, I click on this and click on this to trim. Then I click on this and click on this to trim. I had wanted to go this way, but I'm going to delete this when I come back. So okay, they are all done. So now I press the escape key twice to end the command. Then I come here and delete this because I'm no longer going downwards. So I have gotten this mask. So once I come here and hit finish, everything that is on this face that is an object would disappear. I'm making this place looks plain for me to draw whatever I want to draw. So I click here, finish. Then I click the second time, finish. Then I click outside. You will see every other thing that is a component has disappeared except for the level lines and the section which I can hide. Okay, so we have this place as plain because this is where we cut our section. Okay, having said that, I want to show you something again. This is the section of our, what is it called again? Concrete fascia. This is the section cutting through this concrete fascia. I want to mask this, but not with masking region. Okay, not with masking region. I'm going to use field region because I actually want to place a pattern on this. So what am I going to do? I click on this. Once I click on that, I go the same way again. Come here, pick lines, click on pick lines. I click here, click here, click here, click here, here, sorry, zoom in to see it clear here. What's happening? Okay, it has been done twice. Okay, let me go back again. I click here. What's happening? Okay, let me trim these ones first, the ones I've done, so I can know where the problem is coming from. I trim this. Constraint defined highlighted lines. No, you can't be satisfied. What's happening? What's happening? On constraint, let's do that. On constraint. Let me trim this and this. Let me trim this and this. Okay, but I've already joined. So what I'm going to do now is this. I go back to pick lines again. I click on this, click on this, click on this, and click on this. Then I come here again, click on this trim, click here, here, click here and here to trim this, to trim this. Now, if you look at this, I've gotten the shape of my concrete fissure section, but it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. So I'm coming, let me go here to properties. So now, if you look at properties, if I hit this finish edit mode, it is going to have a pattern called the diagonal cross section. Diagonal cross section, which is this. If I click on this arrow, you see other options. This is the diagonal cross hash, diagonal cross hash. But this diagonal cross hash, the pattern is the spaces between the pattern is big. It has big spaces in between, which means even if I hash it with this, we may not be able to feel the impact of the hashing. So I would rather go for something that is smaller. So if I should scroll down, here, you may see other patterns that may give you what you want, like solid black. If I click on solid black, if I select solid black and come here, click, it is warning me, lines cannot intersect each other. The highlighted lines currently intersect. Okay, there is a place I have double lines, so I'm going to delete it. Look at this place. I click on it once and delete. But what's happening? So if I go here, it's still showing me. Okay, do I need to trim? Does it need trimming? Let me go again. It's still warning me. Let me delete it again. If I should delete this and do this. So what's wrong there? Something is obviously wrong. So what was the meaning of this? What was the meaning of this? I can't get this. Okay, I'm going to cancel this and start again. Let me do that again. I go to region. I go to fill region. Then I come here to this, pick lines. I pick this very line. I pick this very line, the arc. Then every other one I'm going to draw, I go to line. Let me know where the problem is coming from. I use the pick line to pick the arc, because if I should draw the arc, I may make mistakes. So I use the pick line to do that one. But every other thing, I'm going to use the draw line to draw them. Let me see where the problem is coming from. Okay, haven't done this. I hit finish. You can see it worked. So if I click outside now or press escape twice, you will see the cross hash. They are very big, like I told you. They may not give you what you are looking for. So what I normally do in my sections, even to use the concrete hash, sometimes I don't use it because even the concrete hash are also big. So I normally use the solid black. So what I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to edit this to change it to solid black. So I click on this. Then I come here again. I hit on this arrow. Then I scroll down. Hit on this arrow. Scroll down to solid black. Click on this. And click outside. You can see it has been shaded. So what I'm trying to tell you here is this. You may not want to use the solid black to hash your concrete pattern. You may decide to use the real concrete pattern to hash it, but I would tell you that the real concrete patterns sometimes are big that they may not be able to give you that effect you desire. But all the same, let's try and see how that works. Let's see how it works. So let's go back here again, go to region, save the project. It's coming up, it's saving. Okay, now it is done. Like I normally do, for me to draw my arc regions, I go to pick lines to help me pick a perfect curve. Then I pick this. Every other one I'm going to draw. So I go to line, go here and here and here and here and here and here. Then I press escape once and come up here to join this one. Go to line, click here, go here, and go here. So what I'm going to do now is this. I hit finish first. Once it is still on finish, don't do any writing but come here. Okay, you can decide to edit the type. Because if you go here, if you search through here, you may not see the section. You may not see the concrete pattern. The concrete pattern is not here. So for you to use the concrete pattern, you go to edit type, click on edit type. It's going to bring you here. Once it brings you here, I would also advise you to duplicate. Always duplicate. Click on duplicate and call this concrete. Concrete. Okay. Then I click OK. Then I come here, fill pattern. You can see fill pattern. Click on this box here. Then it's going to bring you to every other patterns you have. So scroll down to see if you can see the concrete. If you can see the concrete here, I don't think concrete is on this other side. So you go to model, click on model, then look for it again. Look for concrete. Do we have concrete? What's happening? Concrete should be up. Concrete is not here. Let's go back to drafting. Okay, I'm sorry, I was too fast. So look at concrete here. This is concrete. So you click on it to select concrete and click OK. Once you have clicked OK, it is up to you to change the color of the pattern. You can leave it at black, but this is section for crying out loud. So we can leave it at black. We are not defining it. So click here, then click outside. You can see the concrete pattern. They are too open. The spacing or the gap is too wide. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't look like a section. But unlike this one, this solid black, you can see the difference. So that is why I normally use this solid black. For that reason, let's convert this section, this very one, back to solid black. So I click on this and go here, click on this arrow, and go back to solid black and select solid black and click outside. So if you turn to solid black, you can see it makes more sense now. So having done this, don't worry, we are still coming back to our roof members. We have not done the roof members, but we are doing other things first. So the next thing we have to do is to talk about the lintels. Also take notes when I am doing my sections, because in my floor plans I normally hash my walls, but in cutting sections I always leave the walls open so that I can put some details like the lintel here. I can put the lintel, but if this wall is hashed, if it is hashed, there is no way for me. If it is hashed with solid black, if it is hashed with solid black, you cannot differentiate whatever detail you are applying here. But if it is hashed with other patterns that can give you that differentiation, fine and good. So what I'm going to do now is to create my lintels. How do I create my lintels? I go here. Where do I go? I go back to this, to region. Click on this and select fill region. What I'm going to do now is this. I go to offset, click on offset. The height of my beam is 225. I press 225 here. Then I come here and click and go this way. I click. Then I press escape once. Or I may not press escape. I don't even need to press it. I come here to wipe this away and make it to become 0. Once it is 0, I click here. Then I click here and take it to this point and take it also to this point. I've gotten the square of my lintel. Once I've gotten the square of my lintel, what am I going to do? I hit finish edit mode once. Once I've hit it once, I come here and click on this arrow and select solid black. I would have selected concrete. We all know that this is concrete, but concrete is too wide for my liking. So I click outside here. I've gotten my lintel. So you do this, you repeat this for wherever you have lintel. Wherever you have lintel, you do the same thing. Okay. So I'm not going to be doing all the lintels in this project, so that I don't take so much time in this one video. So what I'm going to do again is to do my to draft or to design my slab, my decking on my deck. So I'm going to mask this slab. Okay, how do I mask the slab? I go back here again, click on the arrow, and this time around also select fill region. Then at that point I may use, what is it called, rectangle. Now click on rectangle, then I come here, come to this tip here. Mind you that your slab will always cut through your wall. Your wall will always rest or begin from your slab. We don't have it like this here because of the way I did my floors in Revit. If you have been following my videos from the beginning, my floors are always done internally, inside the walls. I don't take it outside, so that when I am rendering my work in 3D, it would not interfere with the external painting or external material. So, but in this case, when you are doing your section, you should not do it that way. Your slab should start from here. You start from outside, because that is the ideal, the methodology, or the how do you call it, the best practice. So I click here and stop here. So you can see I have masked this place, but it's going to be with pattern. So what am I going to do? I click here to finish. It is having a pattern already. The pattern is having is called the diagonal cross hash, but I don't need that. I want it to be solid black. So I go here, click on this arrow, and come here and select solid black. Then I click on the open. So it would give me exactly what I want. So you may be imagining, why is this protruding out? It is protruding out because of the thickness I gave the wall. The wall thickness, the lines of this is too thick. That is why it is coming out. So I don't know if I've taught. Okay, but in one of my videos, you may have seen how to give thickness, line thickness to your, what was it called again? To your walls. You know, when you are drawing or when you are drafting architecturally, the objects that are close to you should have thick lines. The ones that are far from you should have thin lines. That is what I try to apply here. And it seems the thickness I applied here is too thick. That is why it is protruding from the slab. It shouldn't have been so. So, but all the same, I don't know if I should do that in this video. I don't want to take so much time here. So if I should do that, what do I do? I go to manage, to reduce the thickness actually. I go to manage. When I go to manage, I come here, where is it again? Object style, click on object style. I think I'm right. Okay, yes, I'm right. So you scroll down to wall. Here is the walls. You see cutting. On the cutting, the thickness I gave it is 7. 7 is too big. So I click on this place. Click on this arrow here. If I want that thickness to reduce, I may decide to make it thickness 3. Okay, 3. Let's see how it goes. I click OK. You can see it has reduced, and the protrusion that was here has gone down. But the 3 on this one is too small. Like I told you, I like thick wall, thick lines for my walls. So I have to go back there and make it at least 5. Let's make it 5. 5 should be okay. 5 should be on the moderate side. Should be on the moderate side. So I click on the arrow and select 5. Then I click OK. Once I click OK, it has increased, but now it is moderate. So that is how to handle that. So I have done that. The next thing I have to do, I'm sorry, this video is taking time. So the next thing I have to do, like this place, you should also put lintel here. Okay. So actually, like I told you, we have a section pattern we are following. Let's go back to that pattern. So you can see here, let me increase the size to 150 to 150. You can see the lintels You can see the lintels, although he didn't hash the lintels. Here are the lintels. Maybe this section was hashed with concrete. That's why you are not seeing anything inside. That is the disadvantage of using concrete to hash your lintel. You won't see anything inside. By the way, this job was not mine. It was not done by me. It was a section of one of my friends. So I decided to use it to teach this tutorial. So what I'm saying now is this, like the lintel, it is open, not as if it is not open. It was actually hashed, but it was hashed with concrete and the spacing or the gap in between is too much. So that's why you can't see it. So I was talking about lintels. So, okay, like here, he has lintel here, lintel here, lintel here, and everywhere there should be lintel, there are lintels. Haven't Having discussed that now, the next thing we have to do is to go back to the ground floor slab. Let's go back to the right. So I have handled this very slab. Let's do the other slab here, this very one, and then we'll do the foundation detail. Okay, I go back to annotate, then go back to region. Then what should I do next? The next thing I should do is go here, then I click here, open right, yes, then I drag it to this other point. Make sure it is 150, the thickness is 150, so if it is not 150, make sure it is 150. Okay, 150. I'm going to drag this back. I'm going to drag this back so that it will get to this point, because I was finding it difficult to get 150 millimeters. So once I'm done with that, I click OK here. Once I've clicked OK, I now drag this back to this point. Yes. Once I've done that, I will now come here and select solid black, and that is that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to, let's go back to the image. You can see this. This is supposed to be the hardcore of this um, very image. So of this section, sorry. So I go back to Revit. How do I do that? I go again to region and I go and mask this. Sorry, I'm supposed to use rectangle for faster. Now, take note, I'm not starting from here because the wall should not be affected. The wall shouldn't be affected. I go here and drag this and stop here. Do not cross the wall. So once I've stopped here, depending on the height of your concrete or hardcore, like what you can see here is 225, you can decide to bring it down to 300, 450, depending. So it mustn't be 225 here. So, but I'm trying to make this 225 for this video. So when I'm done with this, I click on this. So when I click on this, I may decide to leave it at this, okay? Or I may decide to go and choose other pattern. You can see this is horizontal, diagonal up, diagonal down, transparent, diagonal. Let me see what this diagonal up is all about. Diagonal up, okay? Okay, this is diagonal up. So I don't want that. So I go back again. I go back again and take cross, diagonal cross, diagonal hash. Let me use that. Let's manage this for now. So I use this and click outside to have something like this. Okay, there's another one we're going to have there. Let's go back to the section, and this is F, the F symbol. So you can also do that by going back here. I've already taught you how to do all these things. So, but before I do the F, okay, let me just do the F. So to do the F, I will come here in region. I go to region and go here. I go to rectangle and I come here and stretch this depending on what height I want to make it. Let me make it 600. 600. Okay, let me make it 600. I come to dimension this 600. enter. So I have this at 600. When I have that at 600, I now click OK. So it is having this. I'm going to change it by coming to, because I don't think the earth symbol is here. If you scroll here, you won't find it. You won't find it. So you have to go to edit type to get it. So I click on edit type. Then I should also duplicate, like I told you. I call this earth. I call it earth. Then I click here. Okay. Then what do? I come here again and click on this box. Then I scroll down to see earth. Here is earth. Okay. I click on it and click OK. Then I click OK. You can see it has changed to earth. Then I click outside. So this is my earth now. So the next thing I have to do is to put the foundation footing. The foundation footing, how do I put the foundation footing? To put the foundation footing, what I should do is this. I would first go to annotate, go to detail line, click on detail line. Then I come like this and go here. I click here. Let me go here first on, let me go to offset to determine the depth. So I want the depth to be 1.5, 1500. So I click on this other side and go like this. So it has given me the depth. Then I go here and change this to 0. Then I bring this down here. Then I come here and take this one up here. Then I close this here. Once I've done this, what I should do again is to hold down my control key and start clicking on these very lines I just drew now. Click on this, click on this, click on this, and click on this one. Then I click on move to move it away. Click on move and move it away this point. So once I've done that, I'm going to work on this. To work on this, there's something I have to do. I have to first go here to offset. Where is my offset? I go to modify, go to offset, and I should offset this by, let me see, 225. Is that too much? Let's make it 150. 150. Okay. So when I've done that, I should also now make this 300. This, what I'm just doing is just the way I do this very thing. You may have the way you do your own, but don't, it is all peculiar to you. It is all peculiar to you how you do it. So I'm just giving you a guide. Okay? So now, what I'm going to do again is to offset 225. This is the footing. This is the footing. So what I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to offset this 225, 225. Then I go here. Just be watching what I'm doing. It is easy. It's not confusing. It's not confusing. Okay. What I'm going to do again is to go to line, annotate first, detail line, and join this here. Join this here. So what I'm going to do now again is this. This is going to be my footing. I want to have a cut in between them. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to, using the line tool, I go like this. I go like this. I go like this. Okay. I repeat it here by copying this. Click on this, click on this, click on this, and copy this down here. Down here. I hope it works. Okay. Once I'm done with that, I come here to, what's it called again? I go to modify and click on split. I split this very line and begin to join. I join this and this, this. Sorry. I go back there again, this and this. Okay. Then I also go to split and split on this one. I go here, join this, join this, join this, join this. Okay, you can see what I've been able to achieve. I was trying to achieve the break symbol there. Okay, so once I've done this, I'm going to hash all of them now. What I'm going to do now is this. I go to annotate, I go to region, Then I'm going to go to rectangle. Then I come here and go like this, go like this. Then I click finish. Then after clicking finish, what I'm going to do next is I go to properties. Then I go to this very arrow. Click on this arrow. I go to solid black, and this is my footing. So I'm going to use another pattern to fill this very one. To fill this very one, I'm going to go to this again. Go to region. Then I go to pick line. I'm going to pick line because I want to use pick line to pick these very tiny lines here. So I pick this, 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 and pick this. Once I've done this, I'm going to hit finish. After hitting finish, you can see the pattern is showing me diagonal cross hash, which are too big, and it is the same thing with this very one, this very hardcore. So what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to go to edit style, because the the smaller one here would not, the smaller cross hash is not found inside this very area. So I have to go to edit type. Then I click there. I duplicate again as usual. I call this weak weak concrete. Weak conc. Let me call it weak concrete. Okay. I click OK. Then I come here, click here. Then I scroll down to cross hash 1.5. Diagonal cross hash 1.5. Here is it, diagonal cross hash 1.5. You can see this one is smaller than this. Okay. So what I have to also tell you here is this: you have the liberty to make a choice of what pattern you want to use. So I select this very one. I click on this. I click OK. Then I hit OK again. You can see this is more tiny than the other one. So I click out on the open. I have this. So after having this, what I have to do again is I also go to region and repeat same thing for this. I select pick lines. I click on this, click on this, click on this, this, and this. Then I go to trim, click on trim, trim this to this, trim this to this. Then I hit finish. When I hit finish, I come here on this arrow, click on this arrow. Because I have already downloaded this very one, big concrete, I don't need to go to edit type again. I come here and click on this, and it will hash. Then I click on the open. So I have this as my weak concrete. So this is the foundation footing now. But it's remaining something because they are all isolated. They are all separated. I'm going to group them as one. I'm going to group them as one. So what I do, I highlight them like this. Then I go to annotate. Then I go to detail group and click on this arrow and click on create group. Then it is going to bring this out. I'm going to type foundation footing. Foundation footing as the group name. Then I click OK. It has become one now. So I click on the open. So I can lift them as one. Click on this and go here to copy. Click on copy and come here at this tip and go here and place it here. Okay. I can also copy the other from here to here. So you can copy as many as you want. So you can delete this one. So I've gotten the foundation footing of this very section. So let's go to our specimen. So you can see the way it is. Okay, I noticed something. The gap for the breaking here is wider than my own. So you should take note of that. And the lines are thin lines in between. So you should take note of that. So in your own, you can make some modifications, okay, as you go along. So let's go back. So we have gotten this. As we have gotten this, what do we do next? The next thing we should do is this. The trusses, the foundation, the roof members. To do the roof members, just almost the same way, okay? To do the roof members, what you do, you go to detail line. So let me also tell you that in doing this section thing, in cutting your section and detailing your section, like I told you about the two tools, which we call the masking region and the what's it called again? Let me remember the names. Let me remember the fill region and the masking region. Just like I told you, they are very important. Another important one is detail line. Another important one is, in fact, these three tools are very important when you are detailing your section. So I click on detail line like I told you before. So what am I going to do next? Sorry, let me press escape and start afresh. I want to do my roof members. What do? I go to detail line. Once I go to detail line, I go to pick lines. Then I'm going to pick this very one, this line. And pick this very one. And pick this very one. So I'm going to offset them now. 775. Okay. I click on this offset and I type in 75 there. I offset this. I offset this. I offset this. I offset this. Okay. Then I come here and offset this very one. Okay. Once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is to go back to annotate, go back to detail line. Then I come here and go here like this. So like I told you, we shall be using the specimen we have already created. We have with us. So what I'm going to do here is this. I join this line here. This is going to be my tie beam, I guess. This should be the tie beam. Okay, having done the tie beam, this one should be my, what's it called? My king post. My king post. Let's make it 100 by offsetting 50 on this side and 50 on this side. I think the tie beam too should be 100. Let's make the tie beam 100. Let's make the tie beam 100. But it's carrying a load. So the tie beam 100. We delete the other one. We delete this very one. Okay. Mind you, we want to replicate what we have in that section there. So once I do this, I delete the line at the middle. I delete the middle line. So let's see what we have here. So you can see what we have here. You can see what we have here. You can see what we have. So I'm going to go back to Revit. So I go here. I offset 1200, 1200 on this side, on this side. Then I offset 100 on this side, on this side. Okay. Then I go again, offset 1200 on this side, on this side. Then I go again, 100 on this side, on this side. So you can see that the lines are all protruding out. What am I going to do now? I go here to this trim slash extend multiple elements. This one is trim and extend single elements, but this is trim and extend multiple. So because these lines are multiple, I'm going to use this. Click on this. So let's see what our section says here. It is stopping at the bottom of the last line. So I click on the last line, click here, click here, click here, and click here. So let me repeat this. Click on this line and click here. Okay. So I'm going to do the same here. Click on this, click on the bottom line, click here, click here, click here, and click here. Then what's happening here? Okay, this is what we should have. So let's see our specimen again. Okay, so I go here now, go to annotate and pick detail line again, and come here to this very one, click here, click here, and go here, click here, and go here, and offset them 100, go like this, go like this. You can see they are protruding. Use this to cut it off. Then use this one. Save the project if you feel like. So I click on this and click on this. I go back again, click on this and click on this. That one is sorted out. Go here, click on this and click on this. Go here. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, here. I click on this and click on this. Click on this and click on this. Okay. What we're going to do now is this. Since the space between this and the one on the right, they are the same, we are going to mirror. So I click on this, then hold down my control key. Click on this, click on this, click on this, this, and this. Then I go to mirror. There are two mirrors here. You see, mirror by picking the axis, and mirror by drawing the axis. So I will go for drawing the axis. So I click on this and look for the middle of these two objects. Click on this and draw by going up, making sure that I'm maintaining a straight line, and click. It will mirror back to the other side. So you have it this way. So this is the trusses actually. So let's go back to our specimen. Okay. So which means this one didn't cross actually. So we'll go here to trim and extend multiple. So I click on this line and click on this, so you can trim it upwards. Click on this and this, click on this and this, then do the same here. And okay, let me see. Click here, 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 here. Click on this here, here. Let me go to this one. Click on this here, here. Okay, so you have something like this. You have it this way. So what we still have to do now is to put our polines. The polines are not yet there. The polines are not yet there. So we have to put the polines. So I think when I put the polines now, I may just be rounding up. You can do the rest on your own. What I'm just doing is just a guide. So I go back to the specimen. You can see the polines on top here. So how do you create the polines? I think you should create the polines too and form, what is it called again? A group for them. So I go to annotate and go to detail line and come here and go here. Just take it this way. Take it this way. Should it go? Should it be right now? Okay, let me just make it. Okay, I think this is better. This is perpendicular. The other one was not perpendicular. So I click on this. Make it perpendicular first before you bring it here. So let's delete this one. So once it is perpendicular, so what should be the thickness of the poline? If we go to our specimen here, you see where it is written. The poline 75 by 50. Okay, 75 by 50. 75 by 50. So we'll go back here. So what is half of 75? I think that should be 37.5. Okay, 37.5. I go to modify, go to this 37.5. Then I offset this. So I go back to annotate to pick line. So by now you should know that whenever you need to pick a line, you should go to annotate. By the way, most of the things we are doing under section are found under annotate. Sorry, like this. So I go here, click here, and click on this, and bring this back. What's happening? Cancel. So let me just trim it. Okay. So this is our this is our this is our what's it called again? Line. But if you look at the one we have here, you can see there is something in the middle. Let's increase this to 400. So can you see the line? That should be the nails, the aluminum nails that is used to attach the line. So if you wish, like, you can add it, but to me I don't think it is all that necessary. But let's add it anyways. So I go here and get to annotate, get to detail line, and get a line at the middle here and stretch it like this, and take another like this, and cross this one like this. So that is it. So, but I think this is too big, so you can reduce it. You can actually reduce it. It is too big. So reduce this as well. Reduce this as well. Okay, so let's leave this at this. So another thing we're going to do is to group it. Go to annotate again, go to detail group, and say create group. What should we call this? Let's call this roof nail. Roof nail. Then okay. Once you have grouped it, you can move this now to the edge. Move this here. Okay, once you have moved it there, I also urge you to use lines, click here, and go to offset to, let's say, 900 in between them, center to center, center to center, 900, center to center, 900, center to center, 900. So we are going to copy this now. Click on this to copy, and check multiple so you can copy onto multiple places. Click here and copy to this point, and copy to this point, and copy to this point. Zoom in and copy to this point. Then what you're going to do for this, click on this and go here and click on this tip, click on this other tip. Then the last one, you should just bring it here. Just press escape twice to end and click on this last one and bring it here at this tip here. Yes. So you press escape twice to end and delete all these lines. You use the lines to determine the height, the center. Delete all this. So once you have done this, the next thing you are going to do is to copy all this and mirror. So I'm going to copy this. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to copy this as well. By holding down your control key and be clicking on each one of them. If you don't hold down the control key, you cannot copy all of them at once. Hold down your control key and be clicking on all of them. Once you are done, go to mirror by drawing axis. Click here and come to the middle here. Click here and draw up straight and click. You will see it will come to this other side and replicate. So that is how to do this. The next thing I have to teach us is this, so that I will round up now. How to tag the rooms. How do you tag the rooms? To tag the rooms now, what you should do is this. Go to tag all or tag by category. But I think you should go by tag by category, yes. Click on tag by category. Am I right? No, I don't think I'm right. So I go back, tag all. Tag all is the right thing to do. So you go to rooms, room tags, then click OK. All the rooms will be tagged. You can see this is shop 1, this is toilet, this is kitchen, and this is balcony. You can click on any of the words and bring it down if it is not well positioned. Bring it down a bit. Okay. So this is the shop 1. Then what's the next thing again to do? So you can dimension. Every other thing that is remaining here is something you can do on your own. So you can dimension this and dimension. Can dimension this like this. Where is another thing to dimension now? We should dimension this. And dimension this. And dimension this. So you press escape and click on this and hold the control key, click on this, click on this, and move it a bit or with your arrow key and shift it backwards. Shift it backwards. So what haven't I explained here now? What haven't I explained? Let's see. What haven't I explained in this video? Okay, this other side. Let's reduce this to 125. Let's reduce this. So, how do you label your host members like this one now? So you go back to this, to Revit, zoom in, then go to annotate. Like I told you, most of the things you are doing in section detailing is under annotate. So the next thing you have to do is go to text, click on text, and all this will appear. These are the things you use for this. So if you want to label, you can use this very well. Click on this. These are the leaders. Click on this. So when you click on this, so when you click on this now, once you click on these leaders, like I told you, there are different patterns for the leaders. You have this very one, and you have this is the curved leader. This is the straight leader. I getting it now. So I'm going to show you the 3 of them, one after the other. So if I click on this now, I will go like this. This is the chamfered leader. If I click here and I go like this, I can type whatever I want to type. I can type whatever I want to type. Okay. And click here, close. Never mind this warning. Okay. Press escape twice. You have done that. Then let's use the other one. Click on text again. Let's use the curve. Click on curve and click on this other side and go like. You can go like this and you can go like this. So let me go this way. Click here. Then you start. Sorry about that. Let's delete this. Let me delete it. Let me go again. Go to text. Go to curve. I prefer this side. Click here. Then type. Okay, then you close. So there's something I want to show you again. You can see here, this, if you click on this, it is telling you something here. If you look at this, this is the pattern of this leader. So the text, the relationship of the leader to the text. You can see here, look at what it's saying. Leader at top left. This is the text. And here is the top left of this text. And the leader is at the top left. So if I go to this very one, it says leader at the top right. What that means is that if you want this leader to be on this other side, but on the top right, then you use this one, you click here. Then the same thing here, leader at the center, at the middle. So if I click on this, now, this is for conv, right? Okay, this is, okay. I'm going to press escape to start afresh for that. I go to text, then I go to this very one. Then I go to this leader at middle. If I click at the middle and click here now and go like this and go like this, and begin to type. Are you sure I got the right thing? No, I made a mistake there. I made a mistake there. Okay, yeah, I'm correct. I'm correct. Okay. So you can see the difference. This leader has become at the middle now, no longer at the top left corner. Okay. So that's why let's delete all this and do what I'm for. So if I click on text and go this way and go here and go like this, I want us to use exactly what we have there. So I go here. What does it say? Aluminium ridge cap. Okay. The other one, aluminium ridge cap. Okay. Aluminium ridge cap. Okay. I go shift. Then I go aluminium ridge. Then I press enter. The next one is what? 0.55 mm aluminum tile. 0.55. 0.55. 0.55 mm aluminum roofing tile. So I'm going to stop here for now. So once you have listed whatsoever item that is on your roof members, you can now go back and hit close. This warning will come. Like I told you, ignore the warning and press escape twice. So this is how that goes. I would have listed everything here, but because of our time, I wouldn't go into that. So I'll come here for the foundation detail. You repeat the same procedure. Click here and click here. Okay. And go like this. No, this is the wrong one. This is the straight. Delete this. Go to text. Select this and go here. Come here and go this way. And name whatsoever you want to name. You can begin with this. 25 mm. What again? Let's go down to see. Sand/cement screed floor finish. Sand, cement. Sand/cement screed floor finish. create floor. So, and so on and so forth. Whatsoever you have there, you put it in there. So that is how to go about this. Then press escape twice. So this will serve as your roof members, and this will serve as your foundation detail. Okay. So this is your dimensions, the heights, the various heights of your section, and these are the room tags. Okay. But there's something that is missing here, which is this. I don't like to say this. This shouldn't even appear in the first place. So let's see if we can hide this. Click on this and right click and go to hide in view. Okay, we were able to hide that. So it has disappeared. So this is our section. Let's try to put it in realistic to see how it looks like. Realistic. So you have something like this. You have something like this. Okay, this is what we have in realistic. But we are not doing realistic. This is just section. I'm going to make it in hidden lines. Hidden line. Okay, let's go back to hidden line. I did that realistic to see how the roof was actually cut. If we are correct, okay, you can see the roof. This one was not cut. This one was not cut. It is only this place that was cut. So this is how to cut your section and detail your section. Okay, I didn't do everything for you in this video so that we don't spend much time than necessary. The remaining things that are remaining, you can on your own complete them. I've only given you the guide. Like this very roof members, I didn't complete it, but I've given you the roadmap or the guide how to do it. The foundation footing, the foundation details, I didn't complete it, but I've given you the roadmap to do it and every other thing. This is how to cut your section and detail them for printing when you want to print it work. Thank you so much for the time you have given to this video. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you for watching this video, and we also thank you for recommending our YouTube channel to your friends, your colleagues, and your classmates in the school. And do not also fail to subscribe and urge your friends to subscribe and also like the videos that you watch if they really make sense to you. Thank you once again, and bye.